we got out. We saw President Meredith and Sister Meredith in the airport. They welcomed us. They greeted us. They took us out to Chinese, and that was awesome. But I was definitely nervous. I was definitely nervous once we were assigned to our companions and getting out there. I remember specifically thinking, because in the MTC there's teachers and everyone, there's a schedule and people there to kind of like enforce rules and things like that, and help us kind of like get situated into missionary like customs and everything. But when I got there and I was with my companion, I remember waking up and like doing our exercise, kind of like going through the schedule, and I remember right when we were about to start personal study, no, right when I finished my prayer and personal study, I got up, I sat in the chair, and I was like, wait, that's it? Like, isn't anybody going to make sure we're doing this? Like, are there any cameras? Is President Meredith like making sure everyone's like doing all right? And I realized like, we're all not on our own, because we're with our companions and we're in but we're not physically like in each other's company all the time, and like you have your own like area to watch over. And I realized in that moment that we were stewards of that area, like in the Lord's vineyard. And I was like, wow, this the Lord has a lot of trust in us. And I just remember feeling like, wow, okay, I'm really pputting on the suit now, and so we're gonna go out. And I remember our first lesson, it was with the less active, and I wanted for it to, I was just so scared. I wanted for it to be rescheduled. I was like, I'm not ready. My Spanish isn't that good enough. Yeah, I kind of grew up with it. I can get by, but I was like so nervous. And we knocked and he wasn't there. And I was like, okay, that was a close one. But I don't remember what the next one after that was. But I remember having an experience with my companion where he was just very supportive of me. Like, don't worry. Like, it's all gonna work out. He always told me like, yeah, don't worry, you're going to know what to say. You're going to know if everything's going to be all right. And I remember just that being really comforting. So, yeah, going out there is definitely kind of like a realization that everything was real. But it was a blessing, I would say. Just realizing that you can be a missionary for the Lord.